Hello friends, this is Kristen. Today I wanted to show you some treasures that I picked up at a local antique store recently. Just a small pile. And I didn't put these in my Thrifty Thursday video mainly because they're antique store prices, so they're not terribly inexpensive. I didn't pay a whole lot, but definitely paid more than you would pay at a thrift store. So I thought I'd just make this a separate video. And since I go to the antique stores fairly frequently, you know, once a month or something like that, maybe I'll just make this a regular series too. All right, so today these are from a store in Concord, Mass, and they have a lot of interesting things there, tons of interesting things, but a lot of them are just too expensive, of course, at antique store prices. So I did find a couple of postcards. They had a lot more Christmas postcards, but I really liked these two in particular, mainly because they were less expensive than most of them. Most of them were $5, and these were, and one was $3 and one was $4. But I really liked this one because it was sent to somebody in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And of course, it's like, you know, the old postcards and letters, you'll notice they didn't have a zip code. They didn't even have a street address. It just had Mr. John Fenney, I think, Plymouth, Mass. And the date on this one is December 24th, and I think that says 1909. So I thought that was really cool. So I got that one, and I found this one, which is not, it wasn't sent through the mail, but it does say at the top here, it says Abby Brooks, from your teacher Gertrude Keith, I think is what it says. And I just thought that was a really pretty one, so I got that too. And then I found this little booklet, which is really cool, and it's seen better days. I don't know if you can see, there are holes. See if I move those out of the way. There are holes up here, but it's a little pamphlet called Young Wings, Christmas 1946. And I've never seen this kind of little booklet before, so I guess it is, it was a publication that was probably sent out periodically, and this was the Christmas version, Christmas edition for 1946. But I think the illustrations in here are really cool. There are various little stories. This is, oh, it's from the Junior Literary Guild. That, I guess that is who published this. And there are various interesting illustrations throughout. And some little bits about Christmas. Oh, this is the Virginia story. What's it called? I can't remember. I've heard of, you know, everybody's heard of the story of Virginia, who said, some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus, and Papa says if you see it in the sun, it's so. So please tell me the truth. Is there? Oh, it's called Yes, Virginia, There's a Santa Claus, I think. Anyway, that's in there. Merry Christmas out in the Philippines. I haven't read any of this yet. I've only admired the illustrations in here so far. But it's got lots of cool stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this though, because it's so old. I have to get up the courage if I'm actually going to put it in a journal. There's a little hanky, nothing special about it. It's quite stained actually, but I just like the colors, and I have bought vintage textiles for many years. I usually buy hand embroidered ones. This one is just printed, but I just like the colors, so I got that. I also found this book, which I would, and you know, it's hard to find really cool vintage hardcover books like this at thrift stores and stuff. So I don't normally buy books at the antique store, but when I saw this one, I just had to get it because of the bird on there. And also I really loved, it's a poetry book and it has illustrations throughout as well. And these again are fairly simple sort of sketches, but that's the kind of thing that I really like. So I was just found this book really charming, and the cover would be absolutely wonderful for a junk journal. So I may end up making something for myself with this one. It is called Poems to Grow On. Thompson and Stair. Then I also found this wrapping paper, and I don't normally need anything that is like a baby shower kind of thing, but because of the aforementioned rain journals, which I keep talking about and I have done nothing with, this one has umbrellas on it, lots of umbrellas and stuff. So I just got it for that reason, and it's very cute. Still in the original package, so I'm sure it's in very good condition. And then the last thing I got there was this. So one of the vendors there has started selling, making these kits that they call slow stitching kits, and I've been a slow stitcher for many years. So I don't need fabric. I don't really need trims in general, but these are full of very vintage and maybe antique pieces. And so when I saw this, I was really intrigued, and then I turned it over and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get that, especially because of this strawberry fabric I really loved. And these little bits of lace and doilies in there. I thought it was a pretty good deal, and I tell you, I haven't opened it yet. So even though I got this probably 2 weeks ago, this is my first time actually opening it. So I did want to show you what's inside here. This is like an upholstery fabric sample. And I have made cloth or fabric journal covers before, so if you go to my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description box, you'll see several journals and actually other things like bags and stuff that I've made with vintage fabrics, and so I'm no stranger to doing that sort of thing. But I thought these colors are really great. There's a little piece of this trim. That's really cute. And the other thing that I liked about this kit is that it's not any one, massive volume of any one particular thing. So far, it's only, I don't know, 10 or 12 inches of these little trims, but it's just enough to keep it special in a journal without having so much that you're trying to figure out how to use it in every project that you make. There's a doily. Ooh. That one's cool. Oh, it's pretty. It's a crocheted flower. Wow, that's really fun. This is, this almost looks like shoelace material. It's probably polyester or nylon or something. There's some teeny tiny rickrack. Look at how small that is. That will be fun to use. And this, well, this is, I don't even know if I don't know what I would do with this. This is just little bits of some sort of greenery. So that's interesting. There's a little scrap of an upholstery fabric that's really pretty. And because I do patchwork and stuff, these will be perfect for making those kinds of journal covers that I've made before. This is a nice little edge. It looks like it's the edge of something because it's got the hems still on there. That's very cute. Ooh, this is neat. This one has pears. like a pear motif on there. That's cool. And this one looks like a gardening one. Oh, look at, there's bees on the back. That's cool. And look at little swallows, I think. There we go. That's pretty neat. And this is nice too. This is a woven plaid. That's really pretty. This one is a very heavy piece of a woven green fabric. That's really nice. I could definitely see using that. And this looks like linen. This is really nice. That's a pretty big piece of this stripe. That's really pretty. Yeah, I can totally imagine making some good stuff with this. That's very pretty. Rose fabric. This is also cut off of something because there's a hem there. Let's see, we've got 3 crocheted doilies. And you know, my mom used to make little crocheted things like this all the time, and I have some crocheted Christmas ornaments that she made, but I don't have a bunch of little doilies, so that's kind of fun. There's that strawberry fabric. Isn't that great? Love that. Very pretty. And then there's some of this strawberry ribbon. Looks like these are the same. That's really pretty. Figure out some way to use those. And then these are cool, these little appliques. This one's really pretty. This one, the colors are nice. It's a little stiffer. This one's very soft, but that will be a nice addition to something too. Great colors. This is really pretty. This is also, it feels like shoelace material, sort of. It's very silky, probably nylon or something like that. And it's also very thin. So this would be a great trim on pages in a Christmas book. This tiny little scrap. Christmas colors. That would be fun to use. And we have this butterfly trim. I'm trying to see. It looks like one edge of this, oh, it's turned under. Oh, anyway, I don't know exactly what that is, but that's really cute with butterflies. And then there were 2 sets of buttons. I only saw this one. I didn't even know that one was in there, so that's kind of cool. I have plenty of buttons. I don't need more buttons, but there's always something you can do with a button, right? So anyway, all of that cost $15, and I don't know, that seems like, to me it seems like a good deal because you have a wide variety of lots of different things. All of these are things that I don't already have in my stash, but they'd also all be good for not only journal covers, but like the bags that I make. I might even, who knows, maybe use something in a quilt someday if I need anything that looks like this. So I thought that was kind of fun to at least try this one and see what it was like. I don't know that I would buy any more of those kits, but I'm happy that I got this one. So that is it for my antique store haul. And next up, I will definitely show you those journals that I mentioned a couple of videos back that I said were coming up, and then I just didn't do it. So I'm gonna do it right now. See you later. Bye.